Welcome back to the Mid-Year YouTube channel. Today's episode, I'm going to show you one way to make a quick and dirty fiberglass mold out of this floor section, so be sure to stick around. Also, if you're new to the YouTube channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel. Right now I'm working on fixing this wrecked 63 split window, and I'm grafting the rear floor and front floor together. And you can see there's a very large hole right here that's missing that I need to patch. And there's some little details in here for like how the shifter mounts and stuff that I want to make sure that that's right. I bought this floor section with the intent to make a mold from it. I could just cut this piece out, but this area is missing a lot in these cars. So I bought this guy, and it has a little bit of damage right here that I need to fix. But overall, it's a very nice piece. So I already removed the nut plates that went on the back side of this because I'm going to make a mold on the inside of this. So I'm going to cover from about here to about here, the whole way up in foil tape, and that'll be my fiberglass mold release. I'm going to hand lay fiberglass inside of here with the resin, let it cure, pop it out, and then I'll be able to take that mold and put it on the underside just like this in that car and hand lay fiberglass around it to fix the floor and to tie those two pieces together. Now before I make my mold, I need to fix this area. I'm not going to fiberglass and sand it. I'm just going to cover it with maybe a piece of metal and maybe some cardboard, whatever I need to do to make this kind of flow together, and any other imperfections like this. Now the foil tape won't give you a perfect surface finish, but this is the underside of a floor, and whenever I hand lay on top of the mold, I'm going to be sanding that anyways. So I could do a quick scuff underneath the car just to knock off some of the highs, but a transmission is going to live in here and you'll never see any of this. So it'll work out perfect. Now, if you're not familiar with making molds, normally you would, body work your mold, make it nice and smooth. Then you'd go and prep it with like a wax and mold release. So that way, whenever you lay your fiberglass mat and resin in here, whenever it cures, you'll be able to pull the part out. Well, I really don't want to go through all that hassle. So I'm going the cheap way, just coating it in foil tape because the fiberglass resin won't stick to the tape. So I'll just lay my mat right over top of this. So my fiberglass got nice and hard, it's all cured up. So now it's time to peel this off. So I think I'm gonna start by peeling back some of the tape and trying to use the tape to help peel this off. And then I'll get an edge under here and hopefully just start to peel this thing up, and hopefully it pops off in one piece. So I got my mold pulled out of the floor section. You can see the tape worked really well. It broke away to help release the mold from the actual fiberglass, and it didn't stick. Just a little tricky to peel it up. I just kind of had to peel it along the edges and then work the way in the middle. Once I started breaking a majority of it free, the whole thing just kind of popped out. So I cleaned it up a little bit, removed some of the excess fiberglass, and I'm actually really happy with the way it turned out. You can see it does have some surface defects in it, and it still has a lot of adhesive and stuff from the tape on it, but from far away you can definitely get the right detail that I was looking for in the floor. I was mainly interested in having these contours right here, just the way it's laid out. So I'm really happy with the way that turned out. At this point, if you wanted to make a really nice mold, you could go back through here and fix these air pockets. And these are the little dimples. You could either use some fiberglass filler or just a little bit of body filler. So I have my mold set in the car here just to show you how it's going to work. So whenever I go and lay fiberglass in here, I'll have the whole mold covered in foil tape again, and then I'll cut out pieces of fiberglass that fit the opening that's missing where you can see the yellow glass, and then everything will be tapered along here. That way I can lay longer strips across here just to tie my new patch in with the existing floor, and then I'll tie the front half in with the back half, as well as fill in this hole. So you can see there's just a little bit of a gap here, but if I push out on the mold, you can see it fills that right out. So I may have to drill a couple holes in the floor and in the mold, and then put like a bolt back there. I may have to go back and then fiberglass around that later, but as long as I can get a nice clean transition through here. And you can also see this side, I have a decent bit of fiberglass to fill in here, but judging by how this mold came out, I think we can make a really nice part out of this. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. In some of the next videos, you're gonna see me get to put this mold to work. We're gonna repair the floor section in this car, but first I need to take the whole car apart, attach the bonding strips on it, and start to glue the fiberglass to it, and then one of the last steps will be to fix the floor. So in some more videos, you'll see this car coming up, so you're not gonna wanna miss this, and I have a lot of work to do, so I'll catch you guys later.